Anime protagonists are not really relatable. Like, how many times have we seen that a character wants to become the Hokage, the number one hero, or the Wizard King? Some want to destroy the elite, and some want to destroy their oppositions, all in the case of freedom. And others as well want to achieve peace between two different species. While these are very inspirational goals, they aren't necessarily realistic or something that I really aim for, I guess. I'm not trying to topple the elite or achieve world peace between different species, and I'm also not trying to be the number one hero, Hokage or Wizard King, and those probably equal to being the president or leader of a country. And if we look at other popular protagonists like Gon and Luffy, who simply want to explore the world and search for either their dad or the One Piece, which isn't really a relatable thing to me, as I don't have to travel and fight 50 different people just to go and try to see my dad. And simply, the One Piece is not real. And for the sake of this video, we'll be excluding slice of life protagonists, as they're all pretty relatable in themselves. Depression, anxiety, pain, suffering of this world, romance, and all that. That stuff is pretty relatable, but for the sake of this, we're not including them. But I have actually found someone who is pretty relatable, and as y'all can tell from this thumbnail, I'm talking about Denji from Chainsawman. Alright, I'm pretty sure all of y'all got the message now. Denji simply just wants to feel some tits, specifically Makima's tits, and I can't really blame him, not gonna lie. We've all been there before, we've all been teenagers, we've all had that phase, because according to YouTube statistics, most of y'all are men. I'm pretty sure 100% of y'all are men. There are no females here. And the main reason why Denji seems so relatable, despite having, I guess, not very noble or very inspirational goals, is because we witness him go through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And y'all might be wondering, what is that? What is Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Well, I'll be getting into that, so let me explain. But before we get into that, according to YouTube statistics, about less than 1% of y'all who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so consider subscribing, liking, and commenting if y'all learned anything from this. So let's get back to the video. Okay, so Maslow's hierarchy of needs was created by a psychologist named Abraham Maslow. Now, we don't need to get into too much detail about how this was created. All you need to know is that these needs are the needs that, people need to survive and live a somewhat fulfilled life. And it goes in order from bottom to top: your physiological needs, safety needs, love/belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. Okay, so for this, we'll be going from the bottom up, and I'll give y'all explanations about each tier in the hierarchy and an example for how Denji progresses through these tiers. So up in the first tier, we have physiological needs. Physiological needs revolves around food, water, sleeping, and shelter. Well, basically those four are the important ones. And Denji achieves these needs prior to the anime starting. He actually is a unlicensed devil hunter who sells body parts on the side. And through this, he gets a little bit of money and is able to provide himself with these needs. Now, on to the next tier. After achieving your physiological needs, humans move up to the next tier, which is safety needs. In safety needs, it revolves around security and income, housing, resources, health, and family. And we see Denji do this in the next episode, or within episode 1, as he is given a licensed job as a devil hunter by Makima. And through this, he also has a place to live. He lives with Aki and power. He also now doesn't have to worry about selling body parts for food either, as, well, he lives with Aki and power, and he basically has all the food he wants. And the next 3 tiers are pretty self-explanatory, with the next one being love and belonging needs. And Denji achieves this pretty early on as well with his safety needs, in that he meets Aki, Power, and Makima, and he forms bonds with them, friendships, and all of that. And for the next tier up, it is our esteem needs. And this revolves around, gaining better self-esteem, confidence, gaining achievement or merit in your academic or, your job, stuff like that, and gaining the respect of others and the respect for others. And Denji achieves this through fighting the Eternity Devil and beating the Eternity Devil. As, I don't know if y'all remember, but Imeno and Kobani desperately wanted to kill Denji, and they didn't really see him as, respected him, essentially. And after beating the Eternity Devil, they both apologized later for wanting to kill him, for various reasons. Kobani wanted to save her life, and Imeno didn't want Aki to die. And I think through that, Denji gained a little respect, a tiny percent, 0.1% respect for Aki during the fight with the Eternity Devil. And the last one is self-actualization, and this just revolves around a person reaching their full potential and becoming a peak character, or otherwise for Denji, becoming the Chainsawman. So if we pair up Denji's more realistic goals and him being, kind of more like us in that, he's just your typical teenager / young adult progressing through like late senior year of high school to early college years. He has kind of that attitude of him. And him progressing through Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it makes him a little bit more relatable. Because I'm pretty sure all of us are eventually going to hit that point where we are going to have to leave our parents' house. I know it is unfortunate, but for everyone, eventually you are going to have to move out. You cannot be living at your parents' house all the way until you're 30 or 35, okay? Eventually you are going to move out, and you will have to encounter Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You are going to have to go and achieve your physiological needs, your safety needs, your love and belonging needs, esteem needs, and eventually becoming, a peak character, your true potential. You will be fulfilling it. And, that may be working at a job or going to college first and then getting a job. And through that, you will achieve your physiological and safety needs by, getting money, safety, and income. Well, hopefully y'all don't end up homeless, okay? And after that, you'll have to make new friends, relationships, and all of that, as, most of your high school friends are not going to stay with you the entire time. You might be lucky and have like 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them stay with you, but they're not going to stay with you during your entire life. And as for Denji, it wasn't really replicated with him having any friends during his childhood, as he only really had Pochita, but he even lost Pochita and he had to make new friends. So it's kind of relatable as well. And after that, you just have to keep on working and keep getting achievement. You'll get respected like Denji. And after that, you'll become a peak character, live a peak life, and eventually you can become the Chainsaw Man too. That last line, kind of corny, becoming the Chainsaw Man, but I think y'all get what I mean. Y'all will eventually hit y'all's full potential and hopefully stay there. Unless some catastrophe, and unless some disaster happens, you'll stay there. So that'll be all for this video. I just wanted to kind of integrate some of the stuff I've learned from psychology into anime, and I felt this was a pretty cool topic to talk about. So I hope y'all learned something, and that'll be all for me today. Have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.